So this is quick fire Christmas food and wine pairings. So in this Christmas hat are an array of festive food choices, and I'm going to do my best to pick one out and match it with my perfect wine. Okay, first up, my favourite, nut roast. Well, nut roast is pretty versatile actually. So nut roast, perfect pairing for me would be a spicy, delicate Pinot Noir. Recently I've been trying Pinot Noirs from Oregon, really interesting country for Pinot, but go for Pinot Noir. Okay, Yule Log. Okay, so nice chocolatey, sweet pudding. I like a dessert wine, but something with a bit of acidity to counteract the sweetness of the chocolate. It can be something quite dark, a sweet red wine, a garnacha from Spain, or even a glass of ruby port. Haha, Beige Buffet. That is my favourite. Serve a variety of things. Start with some fizz. Fizz always goes great with the Beige Buffet. And then you want a white and a red for people to choose, a bit like the buffet. So a really fresh floral white, something like a Sauvignon Blanc would be perfect. And then for the red, nothing too over the top in body. So something light and fruity. I love Northern Italian reds, so something like a Valpolicella or a Bardolino, something with some fruit that's not too heavy. Smoked salmon. For smoked salmon, I'll go for a sort of richer, smoky white, Vouvray from the Loire, or a nice white Burgundy. Okay, with the beef, don't be shy with the beef. I think a nice robust red, claret, aka Bordeaux, or perhaps a nice spicy Rioja Reserva. Reindeer. Great choice. I actually had some reindeer meatballs in Sweden a few weeks ago and they were absolutely delicious. A little bit of gaminess to it, so I would actually go with a Syrah from the Rhone Valley, something with a bit of spice and a bit of acidity and lots of dark spicy fruits within. Goose, sort of like in between white and red meat, kind of dark meat. Lots of fat in a goose, renders out. Again, you want a red with some good acidity. Syrah again would work really well. I actually would recommend, my top choice for goose would be a Barolo from northern Italy, from Piemonte. Not a heavy variety in terms of its body, but it has loads of structure, some good robust tannins, which are going to really cut through the rich meat of the goose. Turkey, the classic. Turkey is brilliant because you can serve red or white wine. If you're going to go for white wine, go for something rich in body, nice and silky smooth, seen a bit of oak. Again, you know, something like a Chardonnay with some barrel aging. So among my favourite countries for Chardonnay would be France, obviously. Burgundy would be the classic. But if you want to find some value elsewhere, Limoux produces some great Chardonnay. South Africa produces some delicious Chardonnays, or perhaps even go to somewhere like California in the States for something quite decadent and opulent. Christmas pud. Rich, sweet, filling Christmas pud calls for dessert wine, something like a sweet Vouvray, which still has lots of acidity. Sauterne from Bordeaux, so that has that lovely sort of marmalade, bitter marmalade-y character coming from the botrytis grapes. They'd both be awesome choices. Freezer surprise. Putting that hand in the freezer, seeing what you pull out for your Christmas dinner. It's brave. Depends what comes out the freezer. So you need something versatile. Let's see, something from Spain like an Albarino or a Godello or something like that. Something with some texture and weight and character, but lots of lovely aromatics. There's quite a few in here. Cheeseboard. Great. Well, I love talking about which wines go with cheese. People always head for the red wine. Lots and lots of red wine just gets completely drowned out by cheeses, particularly if you've got some strong washed rind cheeses like a Poisse or Langres, those sorts of cheeses. I would actually go for a dry white wine with a lot of the cheeseboard. If it's goat's cheese, you might go for something crisp like an aromatic like Sauvignon Blanc. Even some dry sherries go well with cheese. If you definitely want red wines, lots of body, and sugar. So you might go for Amarone from northern Italy, or you might go for, and that's why port goes so well, because there's lots of sugar in there, bit of alcohol that will stand up to the cheese. Wines like Claret, Burgundy, they tend to just get completely drowned out by cheese. Duck, similar to goose, it's a rich, fatty bird. It's got lots of rich flavors. Head for something with plenty of acidity, good rioja, northern Rhone, Syrah, anything with plenty of body and plenty of spices to it. Three-bird roast. Well, there we go. So we've done an upgrade. We've had duck, goose, and now three-bird roast. You're dealing with, depends on the three birds really, but I guess a bit of turkey, bit of goose, bit of duck. So any combination, serve a range of wines and maybe have a small glass with, as you get through the layers, have a nice decadent rich white Burgundy for the turkey, and then more robust spicy reds. You know, you could have a Pinot Noir from New Zealand, which would actually carry quite nicely through all three of those birds. Turkey curry, Boxing Day, tricky choice, pairing wine with curry. I like to go for a really aromatic white wine with curry, so Muscat. Moschvillero is Muscat from Greece that has lots of kind of rose petally characters, spices, or Gewürztraminer from New Zealand would work really well with a turkey curry. And that's all of them. Brilliant. So whatever you're eating this Christmas, hope I've given you some inspiration. Enjoy whatever you're eating and drinking.